Welcome back. Today we are going to change the blade on my Greenworks chainsaw. This is not a heavy-duty electric chainsaw. It is very good for around the yard, smaller projects. Has enough battery, but it does got to have backup batteries if you're doing bigger projects. I've changed the blade once before and it was a little bumpy, and I'm hoping it'll go a little smoother, and I'll explain what I did incorrect the last time. So first, and I'm going to replace it with this blade, Oregon blade, that I got at Menards, and I'll put the price in the description. Had to go get the wrench. I couldn't decide on a wrench or a socket. It looks to be a 1/2 inch. It is a 1/2 inch. Now, part that I didn't do last time, and I had the opportunity to do it twice, was I didn't make sure the direction of the blade was accurate when I put it on. And it does not turn very well. It does not cut very well when you don't have the teeth pointing the right way. Hashtag Captain Obvious. But we're going to make sure we get it this time. Just need to untangle. Wow, this is quite a deal here. That was much harder than I thought. So I'm going to look at the blade and making sure, and it is actually upside down right now. Nope, it's got to go like this. Okay, and I'm double checking to make sure the blades are pointed the right way on here. And I'm still not the right way. There it is. Okay. Yes. Now the blades are pointed the right way. So now when I take it apart, I'm going to just take the blade off, slide it out, and put it on like the way I've laid it down. Loosen the nuts. Again, as I said, I'm very pleased with this. I like some electric products need a little bit more, and some aren't there yet. I'm going to a brush and clean this out before I assemble it. You can see all sorts of sawdust in there. It's going to get dirty, but at least it starts out cleaner. I don't like dirty stuff. Oh yeah, much better. Okay, so we have the old blade. Taking one more look to make sure the teeth are pointed the right direction. Peeling the dull blade off. I'm going to see if I know you can get them resharpened, and there it goes. I haven't done it before, but I don't know, or if it can be recycled. If you know, let me know in the comments. Now I'm going to thread it onto the chain support, the shaft. For me, I don't know what the official name is. And then I'm going to get this back up here a little bit so I can get a better angle. I'm going to put it over the gear. And I have to loosen up the tightening area with a regular screwdriver. Because it was obviously tightened so that it was set up to be tightened, and the little notch here is, I can feel it looping. It's going to hook in this hole right here because that's how we're going to tighten it. And I went the wrong way. I was tightening it, and I should have known lefty loosey, righty tighty. I'm going counterclockwise to loosen. Now let's see if I'm right this time. I'm not quite there, but I don't have to take the blade off. And it's going to secure right there. Now I'm going to put the cover back on the tightening area, and I'll show this after I secure it. I can screw it to tighten it. And I'm just going to take a second to show you. I'm just thinking about this as I go and what I would want to see before I put the cover on. The gear goes around. This is the pulley, if you will, where the power comes from. This is where the tightening bolt or the tightener goes, and when I put the cover on, these three will be exposed. Two to tighten the blade on, and one to adjust the tautness. And the inside was dirty also, so we're going to clean that out. It was really dirty with like a muddy sawdust. Note to self, this needs to be cleaned out every so often. I should have known. Okay, now carefully put it over the top, line it up, put the secure nuts back on so that we don't undo what we did. I'm not tightening it too much yet. Now, I'm going to see how taut it is, and oh my gosh, that's actually, because what I was taught is there's supposed to be a little gap, so it's not too tight, because when the blade gets hot, it will expand. So you want it to be taut, but it's going to expand a bit, I believe is what it goes. I am securing these two bolts, double checking again. That might need a little bit more now that I go back and look at it. going to loosen this up a bit, tighten it, this time righty-tighty, giving it a half a turn. Going to back it off just a little bit. There we go. And like that, we're ready to test. Now I have to make sure I have oil, lubricant in it. The battery will run the engine, but this will keep it from seizing up and keep it lubricated. Just got some basically bar and chain pro lubricant. I'm going to pour in until I see it, because I am not going to do too big of a job. And I'm also going to test it. Secure it. Get the excess oil off. Take one of my batteries. I have a lawnmower, I have a weed whacker. Here we go. Like that. Now you can see, you want to test it here, it's way too loose. And obviously I didn't have it pulled tight. So we're going to tighten it up, take this out so that it doesn't accidentally start. I don't know why. That happened. I want to keep it straight so it there we go. It's not on the track. There we go. I'll test it this time. And this makes sense when you think about how far I loosened it to get the new chain on. I didn't end up tightening it near as much as I loosened it, so clearly it must have not been on the gear secure in the inside there. Now we'll test it again. Ready to go. Probably should go out and test it. Okay, goggles on, safety gloves on, chain is secure, here we go. Voila, all done, way sharper, very satisfying. There you go, STL learning, share the learning, changing the blade on this Greenworks electric saw. Hope it helped. Thanks for watching. I'd love to hear in the comments what you saw that I should have done better, different, but it seems to work and I'm pleased. Have a great day.